So I was checking out this Facebook post somebody sent me, and I even added a comment to it for the umpteenth time, trying to get y'all to get with me. I don't want you to be mistaken. I don't want you to have the wrong impression. I don't want your mind lost out there with cats just talking because they got lips. They saying all type of ridiculous shit. It don't make no sense. We the African race. Niggas a social condition. Niggas the condition they put you in. And we slaves. Here it is today. Little brother still saying this nonsense. Here it is today. Silly cats still promoting this nonsense. Here it is today. Brother Larry say stop the nonsense. Now these cats talking about afraid of the cracker, afraid of the white man. When I was stepping to white people, your ass wasn't even born. When I was terrorizing white people, you wasn't even a thought. It ain't got nothing to do with being afraid. It has something to do with being wise. It has something to do with being intelligent and applying science to your struggle so that you can actually achieve strategy in your implementation of the things you want to succeed at. You can't just be talking shit, because you know what that gets you. Your face on a t-shirt and a slogan on your back. Meanwhile, you're still getting pimped by that cracker. Got you sitting in jail. Got you can't make bail. Got you wanna have. And got you not having shit. Just talking out your ass. Just running your mouth. That's what the hell you be about. Sounding like you in the South. The cracker this, the cracker that. Man, listen, anybody can say cracker. But at the same time, you calling yourself a nigga. Now what sense do that make? How can that be a strategy? You trying to justify what the slave master called your ancestor, talking about this shit was right and exact, talking about this shit was ancient in fact, this shit is some modern bullshit. You lynching your goddamn self, always yelling about Willie Lynch. You the son of Willie Lynch. The cracker created the nigga. You the nigga that the cracker created. See, my people, they were not niggas. See, my people, they are not niggas. See, my people, they will not be niggas. Not ever. We standing strong. We resisting that shit. We pushing back. We trying to overcome this shit. Meanwhile, wallowing in the dust and the dirt and the muck and the mire, your ass is sitting here bowing down, still calling a cracker sire. That's why you giving him praise. That's why you saying he made you. That's why you giving him praise. That's why you saying the cracker made you. Number one, you say the cracker created the nigga. Number two, you say that you are a nigga. You try to push it off when you press, talking about social conditions. You try to push it off when you press, talking about slave mentalities. You try to push it off when you press. Meanwhile, back at reality, you still calling yourself nigga. You still calling people niggas that look just like you look. Now, tell me how this shit makes sense. You saying it's about the social conditions. You take a cat like 50 Cent. See, he done overcame the social conditions. He filthy rich. Yet he still call himself nigga. He paid, got it made. Yet he still call himself nigga. You took a cat like Jay-Z, straight out of Brooklyn. He still call himself nigga. So how the hell do you figure it has something to do with social conditions? Nah, man, that's a trick. It has something to do with the mentality. Nah, man, see, that's a trick. See, white folks, when they called you that, they meant that your ass was black. They were calling you nigga because they thought your ass was a nigga in fact. Now, you have adopted their philosophy, so you calling yourself nigga too, and you try to justify that shit talking about the race is African. Fool, ain't no such thing as an African, and it could never be a race. That shit is named a landmass. Get that shit out my face. African is a race. Now all of a sudden you a genealogist. African is a race. Now all of a sudden you an archaeologist. African is a race. Now all of a sudden you a biologist. African is a race. You need to take your dumb ass to college so you can understand the concepts that you be using and shit, so you can understand that my people will never ever submit. We are not niggas. We have never been niggas. We will never be niggas. Now this is the truth of the matter. They put that shit on you to hold you back. Now you putting it on yourself, holding yourself back. Take a look around. Who you see climbing on you to get where they got to be, standing on your neck, fool. Meanwhile you on the bottom, miling around in the muck and the mire. Meanwhile you on the bottom, still calling the white man sire. The cracker created the nigga. The cracker created the nigga. The cracker created the nigga. And you that nigga. You the nigga that the cracker created. That's why you always yelling that shit. You the nigga that the cracker created. Dumb plus ignorant. You the nigga that the cracker created. And it's a goddamn shame. People still pushing these emails on me. Still dealing with the same subject. I don't know why they won't accept the fact that we ain't never gonna be that shit. We ain't never gonna submit. We will never be niggas. I don't know why I'm still getting Facebook posts sending me conversations that your dumb ass had, Holmes. I don't understand. I thought I dealt with this man, but here it goes. You bringing me back to the pits of the bullshit again. We are not niggas. That is some stupid shit. We are not niggas. Man, that's just ignorant. We are not niggas. See, our people, they were trying to overcome. We are not niggas. We were not trying to stay down there lost in shit homes. We study the past so that we won't repeat the mistakes. We study the past so that we could get them out our face. See, we studied the past, and now when you look to the future, you see cats still lost because they don't know which way to go. They running around the plantation, going around in circles. Nigga this, nigga that. Man, they hurt. Hell is wrong. What the hell is going on? How the hell you got so goddamn comfortable? You say you hate white people? I doubt if that's true. Cause if you did, then that's just like saying you hate you. You said the cracker created the nigga. So what are you telling me, Holmes? I told you before. African chicks got raped. I told you before. On plantations born to them, man. I told you before. Out came these light-skinned babies. I told you before. Mentally enslaved you. Got you thinking like the master wanted you to think. Got you blinking whenever that fucker come around and shit. You ain't making a move. You just bumping your lips. You ain't showing and proving that you about no revolutionary shit. It ain't revolution to call yourself a nigga. It's not revolution to say that you a nigga. It's not revolution to accept what they gave you. In fact, it's revolution to say we pushing that shit off us, man. We ain't taking that shit. We not accepting that shit. And if you call us that shit, we about to upset this whole shit. Now, see, now that would be revolution. Now, see, that would be revolutionary. But the fact that you accept being a nigga, Man, the cracker not paying you no goddamn mind. He know your ass is shook. He know he still got you where he wants you. He know you ain't making no moves. He know the last thing that you gonna do is ever try to step to him. Meanwhile, you talking about you stepping to brothers. I'm not stepping to brothers. I'm saying think on a different level. Elevate your thought process. Elevate your mind. Don't stay down where they pushed you at. Ignorant as shit, I ain't lying. You see these little brothers, they lost in the game. They don't know which way to go or what to say. So they following fools and they saying stupid shit. They disrespecting they self and they ancestors while they doing it. Got to wake them up. Got to shake up the process. Got to wake them up. You already know, Brother Larry don't give a fuck. I'ma tell you truth. I'ma keep it real with you. We ain't never been niggas. That was a trick that you fools went through. Time to get on up. Wake the sleeping giant up. It's time to elevate your mind from the gutter they stuck you in. They say the ghetto. That was some shit that they put the Jews in. Now your ass wanna stay in? Talking about this is ghetto. Talking about this is thug. Man, look at the shit you admire. Something wrong with y'all. Time to get on up. It's time to wake on up. It's time to stop the shit. Better listen to your cell phones. Hear you talking to a child like you out your mind. Little sister just wanna know. I ain't lying. Better stop that shit. That shit is just ignorant. And you claiming you got knowledge of self? So you a nigga. You say that's knowledge of self. So you a nigga. That's supposed to be knowledge of self. You a nigga. That's knowledge of self. You accepting what the master dealt. That's the hand he gave you to play. And you don't want to throw them cards in. You talking about you gonna try to bluff. Meanwhile, back at the reality station where I'm standing at, I see the shit you facing. And you ain't facing that. You put them cards in your pocket. You refuse to play that hand. You walking around here talking about you a nigga, man. You lost. Mind gone. And put that weed down, Holmes. Brother Larry is not a nigga. The concept ain't even real. My people are not niggas. We coming away from that shit. Slowly but surely. Cats talking about Brother Larry. Turn the drums off and say it. My ancestors beat their drums just before they beat your ass. Let it rock out.